Let's go. What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another edition, another installment, another episode. You feel me? Of the R&B and Chill podcast with your boy Ty the Pie Guy. Listen, we got another artist spotlight exclusive here. Listen, I'm blessed to be having these artists come my way. You understand what I'm saying? To respect the platform and then me respect them as artists. You feel me? I'm loving the collaboration here. Me getting to know in my mind new artists, but to probably you guys, these are not even new artists. You feel what I'm saying? And the brother that I have on right now is he's not even shy to the game. 20 can I say 20 plus years?
30,
baby. 30? Oh, are we saying 30 plus?
I'm 53. I started the game when
I was stop playing. 50.
I say 53 proudly. I do not shy away from my age.
Hey, brother, listen, you don't even look 53, bro. OG, that's what I'm saying. First of all, if y'all don't know who we got on the artist spotlight today, we have singer, songwriter, producer, CEO, Mr. St. Jaimz himself. What's going on, OG? Welcome to the show, man.
Hi, what's up, baby? Hey,
What's going on, man? Welcome. No problem. Listen, I'm excited. When your team sent me over your stuff, I looked you over and I was like, hold on. Did I miss this during my during my run in the R&B world? Like I'm a R&B fanatic, right? So any type of old school R&B, I try to dissect it to the T. Okay. You obviously skipped my whole radar, bro.
It's all good.
Obviously skipped the whole radar because I'm like, wait, where was her? I'm listening to your songs and I'm like, wait, hold up. This was back in the. This is rocking. Whoa, hold up. We gotta get OG on the show because I gotta pick his brain on some stuff. But first of all, Chicago born, right?
Yes, sir.
Let the people at home get an understanding of the environment in Chicago and how that bred you for the music business and the music industry.
Man, I think in the 60s, I'm born in the 60s, obviously, revealing my age. I feel like I said, ageism is ridiculous. But anyway, growing up in the 60s, man, late 60s, I came into the situation. Poverty was incredible, man. We think we put some people poor now, but nah, bro. They're living lush off the government compared to what it was back then.
Yeah,
man. Some of the most dilapidated situations. The buildings were like high rise, like cages. Urine in the stall and the urine. It was incredibly just sad, bro. In terms of Black people being that daggone messed up, man. Just impoverished. So
absolutely.
Growing up in that situation, you got gangs, you had just like crime, heroin was big time, and just, my mama was 15, man. Teen pregnancy was rampant. Wow. And brother was getting it in on them young girls.
Yeah.
So, now you'd be going to prison for that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it just was a real tough environment, man. So you either had two choices. You was going to be a part of the dope game. You was going to be a part of go to school,
right?
Like, do it the right bread American way,
right? Or
you was getting the music business,
right? And that was the three.
Exactly.
Wow.
So my grandmama was in church. I think everybody Black grandmama was in church praying for y'all asses.
Absolutely.
Praying for us, man. Grandmama grew up in a hostile situation herself. So when she had kids, she was at church praying to keep the family together.
Absolutely.
After she went through all her hardship,
it was Big Mama prayers that kept us together. Let's keep it a bean, okay? Hold on.
Yes, sir. Okay.
This is what happens when you have locks and your headphones don't want to stay the fuck on your fucking ears and shit. God damn. Okay, sir. Keep going, my brother.
Them dope headphones, by the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you. These Amazon $20. Hey, man, come on.
Look like they cost a lot.
Hey, I love the illusion. You feel me?
Hey, for sure, that's the music industry. That's what we do.
So
yeah,
go ahead.
So Chicago, real quick, it was just tough, man. So I just it put you in a position to have some resiliency in your process and work ethic. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Your grind becomes different when you're hungry. And I've always stayed hungry my whole life. And then when I felt like I wasn't hungry, man, I walked away from it. That's what you do.
Wow.
You don't sit at the table full. That's gluttony. So in anything you do, music, business, women, whatever, relationships, anything you do in life, if you sit at the table full and still eat, you're being gluttonous, and that in itself is a sin. So learn how to get up from the table when you're full, bro. Talk
your talk, OG. No, real talk. Talk your talk.
So that's just how I approach things. So when I feel like I'm full from this music experience, I walk away from it, man. Take a break, come back, or stay away from it. I took a 7-year break from it because it was just I wasn't full from it because I ate. I was full from it. I was eating the wrong part of it. That's what's going on, man. They feeding you the wrong parts of the pig, so to speak. Slaves, black people always ate the bad parts of the pig.
Right.
Like white folks got the chops, the roast, the rump roast, all the good stuff. They giving us chitlins, ham hocks and the feed pig feet and all that.
Right.
So that's real talk, man. So that's how I approach this everything in life, man. And when I've had enough, I walk away, get up from the table.
When was the time where you knew music was it? Where was the time during your maybe your teen years, those teen years and those young adult years? When was the time where you said, okay, you know what, I'm doing this music thing full time?
When women would go bananas. When you that young, you just trying
to
transparent. I don't hold.
Hey, I hear you. Keep it a bean. Keep it a bean.
Yes, sir. So when the chicks was like, oh my God, man, and the fringe benefits that came with that. Hey, so anyway, when I was younger, that was kind of my goal, and I just love to sing all the time. So I was singing too much. Everybody like, shut up. You get that when you sing all the time.
Right, of course. Now they trying to pick your pockets. Oh, I ain't say that too much. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to put that out there, but you know how y'all be. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all be, shut up, oh, boy. I always knew you was gonna make it.
Exactly. Doing that
I hear you. I hear you. But no, like, I'm intrigued because you're coming from a time in music in the 90s where R&B was really popping. You feel what I'm saying? Man.
Yes, sir.
And as a kid who grew up with a mom who was a diehard 90s R&B head, that's all right. Now I grew up with the OJs, the Temptations, my grandmother's music. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up with those, right? But for me, what stuck, and the reason why I did the show was because I loved 90s and 2000s R&B music so much, right? And the 2000s was when I really got into R&B music. That's when the Joes, the Avants, the what we want to say, Jagged Edges of the world, right? They were hot, they were popping. The Tyrese's was still going, the Jamie Foxxes of the world, right? They were popping.
Right.
And so
Trey Songz, I think Trey Songz.
Right, Trey Songz was off it, and with the Braves Trey Songz was going crazy. Right.
Hey, listen, I met Trey Songz. I bet he wouldn't even remember. He was in the Atlantic Records building, 17 years old, bouncing off tables, just out of control.
Wow.
And I remember when he first got that deal with that record, man. Yep. Kid, man. And he saying he was thirsty and hungry as hell, man. I remember that.
And you could tell in his first album, you feel me? It's so different from all the other albums he's put in because it's you can hear the kind of comfortability in his music as of now. Like, oh, I got this money. I'm Trey Songz. Yeah. Girls gonna flock to me whenever. You know what I'm saying? I'm the original Light Bright. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. In this modern day space. You feel me? The girls gonna flock. But I think OG, I think you might be one of the underrated kings of R&B. Am I putting too much on it?
What, Jacquees?
Am I putting too much on it? Am
when you say
listen,
the king of R&B, I'm like, hey,
hey, because we did an episode on that, and I did a lot of kings of R&B, and Jacquees wasn't on it, respectfully.
Right, but
You
I'm
feel what
just
I'm
saying. Remember,
saying?
he said the king of R&B, and they went in on.
They went on it, but respectfully, they needed to. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's artists like you who have put in the time, the work, the ethic. You feel me? The touring. You feel me? The albums, the singles. You feel me? The women. You feel me? Like this. This ain't nothing. The whole shebang. This ain't nothing new. So give me a synopsis of your first go round in the industry during that time in the 90s when literally R&B is, I can imagine, like, why I was so excited about this, because when I read about you, I'm like, he was in that era. I love that era, right? Okay. I would if I could die and go to any other era, it would be the 90s, just because of the music.
Man. I'm here to tell you. Okay, real
the
quick,
music
bro.
Was crazy.
Just give it to you. I was in the military in 93, and I had a singing group, and we was killing it. I mean, we was back when Shy Boys the Men.
Yes.
Still was all was killing it, man. The whole game. That's when you could put a record on a radio station. The radio station played up, blow it up, and then you end up with a record deal right off the fact that the record station in your town was playing your hit so much.
Right.
Spin. Remember, Shy got that ooh na doo doo. That record was
ooh na doo doo. That man. Oh my God.
So they got that deal off of I think for Island Records. I think back in the day, off of their radio station being played in Baltimore, DC radio stations was playing that record a cappella, no music. Okay, so we was patting ourselves after those groups. We end up winning a talent show, and we want the grand prize was to be flown back from Germany to New York at the amateur night in Harlem. So
we won. Wow.
We won a talent show in Germany, and then at a military base, they flew us to New York. We did the amateur night, not Showtime. Showtime.
And this is 93?
93, bro.
Wow.
No, it was there, 92, 93, somewhere.
Okay.
In there. Yeah, that's when Cross Colors was like super stupid.
Absolutely. Man, I know my mama was crossing it up.
Dude, I had a box cut with the little Gumby thing with Bobby Brown. The
beard. If we can find a picture of that, if you can find a picture.
I think I might have a picture. I'm at High Five. So check it out. So we didn't get booed. Mm-hmm. But on amateur night, anybody can compete. So kids, it's no separation from kids to adults, and if you hot, you're hot. So this little kid saying when a man loves a woman and beat us out. But we killed the If I Ever Fall in Love. We did the Shy joint. I did a high falsetto part. That was my thing. In the group, do the falsetto part. My friend would hit that. All that. I used to get hit that shit. But so we won. So we didn't get booed, but we didn't win. We was pissed off because we flew a country mile. We just know we was gonna take it. You got to believe in yourself. Like
of course.
So we were going back to where we were staying. Somebody let us stay with them in New York. You know how it is in Jersey, New York. You better know somebody.
I'm in New York now. It's a struggle.
You already
trust me.
You better know somebody. Stay.
Listen, I have a couple people here. Thank God to them. Amen.
Woo! I already know. I lived in New York, Harlem, lived in New Jersey, all over there. It's tough out there if you don't got no friends and no family.
Facts, or man. Money in your pocket. Facts, man.
So we came back, man, and we were singing in the Times Square. Mm-hmm. We started harmonizing. Somebody heard us, took us to Joe, R&B singer Joe Thomas. That's how I got my start with Joe. I say backgrounds to Joe on that first album.
What? Shit.
That's how I got my introduction to the music game in the 90s. And Joe was just, Joe, it was Aaron Hall, Joe, and R. Kelly.
That's it. And Aaron was still killing it.
And then R. Kelly came and took his style and told him, sit down, nigga. Straight up.
I'm not, OG, I'm not even going to hold you. We have not played any R. Kelly on the show. And I'm not going to lie. This is probably the first time that I'm saying this publicly on the show.
Oh, okay.
I am hurt by it.
Oh, trust me.
Okay.
Me too.
Because I grew up listening to this man. You understand what I'm saying? My mom damn near is in love with this man still. Like, listen, she said, I'm going to stick beside him. Okay. I'm going to stick. I said, well, mama, you go ahead and stick beside his ass. Okay. Because as much as I love his music, and I will forever love his music, the shit that he has pulled, I'm just like, we can't play you right now, bruh.
Listen, bro. R. Kelly, listen. That's like, you cannot be mad at somebody because they like R. Kelly's music because they didn't know what he was doing.
Exactly. Facts.
It's not even cool, bro. So I'm gonna say this: R. Kelly is my R&B superhero. Always has.
I hear
you.
So
for me, at my age, we the same damn age, him and I.
Yeah.
He break through when I wasn't. That's all his opportunity and chance and luck sometimes, even or destiny or whatever you want to call it. So me and R. Kelly, outside of what he's done separately,
exactly,
like has nothing to do with his music legacy, and I get it because when you're on platforms and you're trying to build a brand, I understand you gotta be real careful what you do, especially with Me Too hashtag and all that stuff. So, but R. Kelly was my R&B superhero, still is musically. Don't condone what's going on. I don't have no proof. He's not yet been convicted. He's in trial. He's accused.
Yo, we haven't even talked about that.
We can't keep saying you're innocent until proven guilty if that's not what we believe.
Right.
We can't keep saying he's accused and not convicted, and then not get an opportunity to give him his day in court. I don't care what they're saying. They had Michael Jackson dead to right. Then all of a sudden 12 doves were being released when he got acquitted on all counts.
Right.
We don't know what's gonna happen. R. Kelly is not looking good, bro. However, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, Bill Cosby out of prison, so but we not gonna go there. But because this is about my brother, this is the OG St. Jaimz. So, how many albums have you released so far? Give us a synopsis.
I'm an independent artist, man. I've been independent the whole time. Never had a record deal. I have plenty of deals on the table.
Right.
But I haven't even counted, bro. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4 before this year. Oh, like they would. I go back and listen to my older stuff. I'm like, woo. But you can only do with what you have to do it.
Hey, that's respect, man. You don't hear a lot of artists say.
Nah,
I don't hear a lot of them say that.
I'll go back and listen to that old shit. Like the ideas were there, the hooks were strong,
everything was there, but you was just like,
I just need.
You needed something better.
Better engineer that can mix my shit right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that now, but the last year, I mean, I've had it for the last decade. I got a great engineer, man. He's one of the best in the game. He's worked with a lot of major hitters, real quietly, humble, ain't one of those flashy dudes. And he just worked out a small little spot, man, and he makes some magic pop off of them records. So,
what has been independent over the last 30 years? What does that look like? How does that, especially for somebody who has continued to kind of reinvent himself? You understand what I'm saying? In different eras, right? You've kept going. You feel what I'm saying? Like we're in 2020 now, and you're still here. Let's keep it a bean. A lot of people, a lot of artists try to keep their relevancy through social media and not their music. Especially when we're talking about older artists. Your music is relevant, right? Like you're getting streams out here. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe it is kind of reversed now, where all the artists that you may have felt were coming before you are now like looking at you like, oh shit, hey, I know my man's over there. He was, hey, what you do? Hey, this is a hit. Hey, come write me you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And so I just want you to take us through that 30 years of independence and how it led you here. Right. What you can tell younger artists, because I just had somebody on the show who's I want to say either my age or close to my age. I'm 27. So he's about like 20, I want to say like 23, maybe 24. And he just moved to LA and R&B Sensation, you know, he's out here and he's been independent for about 5 years now. Right. So I want you to speak to artists about what that looks like because you've been doing it for so long. You feel me? No record contracts, no, you know, you had them on the table, but you've never took them. What does that look like? Because I feel like that's a sense of empowerment and power that a lot of people cannot and don't have. To walk away from money on the table that looks good. You feel me saying that could look really, really good on the table at the time.
Right.
And you're at a spot like I want my audience to understand that this man has years. Like the 90s are not like right now. You feel what I'm saying? During that time, contracts were like he said, hey, you get blown up on the radio. If you watch any type of music documentaries when it comes to R&B and hip hop, every radio station in New York, if you had a hot record, that thing was getting played out.
Right.
Out. Like when we say out, like it's going to be on the radio like every day, damn near for every section of the day, right? You're going to hear it about 3-4 times between 6 and 10, 10 and 2, 10 and 2, 2 and 6, and then 6 and 10 again. Like it's going to be like that.
At night before you go to bed.
Right. And even at night before you go to bed. So take us through that independency, because a lot of people can't say that, hey, I've been successful for 30 years, independent, haven't took no money off the table from no record labels, have very many connections with those record labels, but have never taken that off the table. Give us a synopsis of that.
Well, I'm gonna start out and say this is a very lonely existence. If you get lonely, I don't get lonely. I love to be alone. And I'm just being real with you. This is a very lonely existence if you need to be around a bunch of damn people to validate you and make you feel good about yourself day to day.
I hear you.
There are moments in this journey where you're going to cry, throw shit, scream.
Talk about it, bro.
I'm just keeping it 100, man.
Hey, real talk.
And people around you are gonna look at you like, dude, get a real job and sit your ass down, because it ain't happening.
It ain't right.
And your best, some of your closest, your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, some of your closest people knew you will be the ones that don't even believe in you.
Yeah.
It ain't because they don't believe in you. They got a whole mainstream industry out there that shows them why you ain't gonna ever get there.
Exactly.
That's their measuring stick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Ushers, the Chris Browns, the people that are out there doing it with major backing. They looking at you. How are you gonna? You're not. You know. Oh, that's a good song, or you know. But I'm listening to Chris Brown record with all that damn auto tune on it, and I'm thinking, you like that bullshit over this? And I've got bridges, chord progressions. I got live bass guitar. My shit is acoustic, killing. Vocals pristine. And you liking all that, all that shit with auto-tune. This? Come on, man. So there are times when it's a very lonely existence to start out with.
Right.
So you better be able to be by yourself a great deal of the time in thought, introspect, retrospect, and figuring out your plan. Second of all, financially, you better be ready to sacrifice, nigga. I'm telling you right now, I'll strip, webcam, I'll do whatever the hell it takes without breaking the law.
to get it together, yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll pick up cans, recycle, detail cars, whatever, dude. I'm just saying.
Why don't you think a lot of people in your position don't have that type of work ethic?
16-year military veteran. One thing I can say that the Army is the ability to push myself past my own limitation, what I think I can and can't do.
Absolutely.
So the military helped me with that. Outside of that, to me, military, I'm being real with you, I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's a prison without bars, psychologically. That you don't have shackles and you don't have cuffs on, but once you get in that system, you are basically a brainwashed prisoner to the military for however long you're there. And even after you leave, you still have elements of that conditioning in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes it works for the best, and sometimes it's not so good in terms of what it created an OCD monster in me. When I went in the military, I was probably messed. I was kind of neat, always kind of clean, but I was with neatness and organization when I got out, to the point where, dude, it was not cool.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you go in the studio, I know your studio sessions have to be, bruh, coaster down. Literally.
Well,
no, for real.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. I know it to be true.
I don't play around, man, but it's everybody think they know everything in the music industry, bro. Yeah. You can't tell me like nothing, man. So it's gotten to a place where you can't teach, you can't develop art. You can't like you asking me to instill some information on younger artists. The only thing I can say to younger artists is how bad you want it, because just because you want it bad don't mean you're willing to do what it takes to get it.
So artist development is not even a thing no more, because that was a thing back then, right? Am I not tripping? Because listen, when back in the times where y'all had artist development, artists really were getting developed, right? Like they were really in there. Okay, listen, you got to have vocal lessons. You got to take, you got to make sure your pitch is right, your range is good, right? Like you have to make sure your octaves are right. You got to be on key. Like these are things like, okay, you got to make sure the producer is kind of matching with your voice. You feel it has to be a whole thing.
Yes, team. The concept is team. It's a lot of these artists don't have people around them that's really they're focused on in what they do and believing in them enough for them. Like people, my team of people that I got around me respect what me. And I mean, I'm the man. I run everything. I own it all, mastered. I don't play around. I don't deal with producers unless they're gonna either let me. I'm gonna own the track outright if you do the track for me, or we're gonna split publishing.
Publishing. Yeah.
That's it. The music, you produce the music. I make the records. See, a lot of producers are caught up in I make dope beats, but it's just a beat. If I ain't putting no lyrics, no arrangement, no vocals, and no mix.
I'm not gonna lie to you, OG. Listen here. I ain't even gonna hold you up. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. A lot of these new artists, their producers make them hot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I can see where you coming from in terms of, yo, I have dope ass music here. I just need you to make this dope ass beat, and that's it.
Right.
When we talk about a lot of these new artists, one thing that I've always said is that since probably, I want to say 2000 and maybe 16, 15, dope beats started to outweigh the actual lyricism that came into play when it came to music. Like, especially when we came to hip hop, like, oh man, the beats that came in, you would be like, who produced the beat rather than who's rapping on the track or who's singing on the track. You feel what I'm saying? And that kind of brought an irritation to me, like, because now we hear more producers. We got London on the track. Respectfully to all these producers because they dope, but we got London on the track. You hear them, right? You hear the producers before actually hearing the actual song.
Well, see, the producers of the day want to be the stars,
right,
of the music instead of being the. See, back in the day, you wouldn't even know who the hell track masters was. Right, you just know you heard their name, track masters, but you didn't know who they were. Right, you heard certain other producers. When Timbaland kind of came out and was doing little features. I get it because he wanted to kind of be a star. Yeah, but it wasn't excessive. Yeah, right. He wasn't Diddy.
Damn, Diddy started all this shit. That's what happened.
Listen to me. Hey. Diddy had done good business with the artists that he fucked. I'm sorry, bro. He fucked a lot of people, bro. He did. So he done good business with those people, including Biggie and his mama. No, let's not act like he did Biggie. He did right by Biggie's mama, because he didn't. So with that being, I'm telling you publicly, I'm not a big fan of Sean Combs. I think he has hustled his own people, playing game, and every other week he want to try to act like he's trying to unify black people. Sit down, nigga. Oh, I've been kicked out. I've been kicked out the Bad Boy Records building. Me and my boy for lying. I said I had a meeting with Sean Combs. The niggas let me up in the building, bro, up to the penthouse. I got right to the top of the elevator, and I think he realized he didn't know me. I said, meet St. James for a meeting with Sean Combs. They let me up in the elevator. I went all the way to the top floor where he is, and just as I'm about to get out of the elevator, two big ass Muslim brothers took me and they shoved us back in the elevator and said, "Nigga, Sean don't know you, nigga." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Yes, he do." I said, so then
Oh,
they literally kicked us out. Windows of the stairs. Remember, I'm gonna get you, sucker. The two guys always kept getting kicked out. They kept saying the
yes.
windows of the stairs. Throw us out the window or throw us down the stairs. So one scene they be rolling down the stairs.
Yo, no, OG.
And dude, it was crazy back in them days. But back in those days, the labels were right there in Manhattan. You had to have balls.
You right. You
gotta walk right in there. You got to
right.
Early 2000. 2004 was about the last time you could walk into a label.
Yes, you right. You right. Absolutely.
And wait outside the lobby until somebody important walked the hell out and say, "Here's my demo. Here's my tape. Here's my CD." So they kicked us out, man. We was like, "F Sean Combs. He need to stick to making clothes because he don't make records no more." That's what we was talking hella smack. So my point to Sean Combs is, stop doing bad business with your people and then want your people to support you every time you drop a liquor, drop a new gear. You do, because you're not doing right. Look at Craig Mack passed without no bread. Black Rob recently died broke. A lot of them cats have no money, man. And they, your boy Loon in prison. Yeah. And you know what leads us down those paths is the fact that we have no bread. Money puts people in a position to make stupid decisions that imprison them or get them locked up or doing dumb stuff. So go ahead, man.
And I was listen, because I was just about to get into what negative experiences. I was just about to get into like what negative experiences you had in the music industry, and obviously Mr. P is just out here just not. And you know what, I've heard through the grapevine that, you know, just keeping my ears, because I'm in the podcast industry and just having the R&B and Chill podcast, that makes me having that allows me to keep an ear to the music industry. Right. So it's always like, it's always a talk about Puff Daddy, P Diddy, what was his name? It was something like Black Soap or Soap, something like that. He called it Black Love, Mr. Black Love. Yeah, that's what he called it. Yeah. Brother Love. That's what it.
Yeah, he want to change his name every time. Didn't want people to learn it.
Respectfully, Diddy. Respectfully, but Brother Love wasn't it, bro. But you know what? Respectfully, again, Diddy. You're right, OG. He hasn't done right by a lot of artists. First of all, Cassie was one of your main artists that you ain't do right by for 11 years, and you just had her straggling. And look at her now, happy with kids and chilling and living her best life. And here's the thing, respectfully to Diddy, because here's the thing, I respect what you did for Biggie and what Biggie gave to us in music form. I respect that. But I think now, which, you know, you're at an age, I think he's at an age to live his life the way he wants to live, do what he want to do, of course. You know what I'm saying? You got it. I think the thing that always has confused me about Diddy is that you claim, like you said, you claim to help so many, and so many have gone broke at your name. So it's always been like a
Come on, man.
That's always, you know, it's always an eyebrow raiser.
Do I need to name them? 112.
Yep.
Come on, I mean, you know, I'm talking R&B. New edition.
And listen, New Edition was my shot. It was my group.
He just, you know, listen. Yeah. New Edition was their own worst enemy. We know that. Yeah, so absolutely. It doesn't matter if they signed with Clyde Davis, they signed with, I don't know. I'm saying Rumpelstiltskin. It'd be the same shit. Because Bobby was always the problem, and of course Ralph and Johnny always smart enough. They own the name, New Edition. That's why they had to change the RBE.
Wait, who owns the name of New Edition?
Johnny and Ralph Tresvant owns the New Edition name. They were smart enough to trademark it. That's how you do it. See, there's a whole industry of trademarking. If you don't protect your name, like St. James' name, that's my legal name, by the way. My second part is it's the name. I have a trademark, and you got to trademark yourself. People make a business out of waiting for you. Like your boy D-Nice, DJ D-Nice, he killing the game. Right? Don't even own his damn name.
You lying. Hold on. Do we have an exclusive? Hold up. Is that an exclusive, OG? D-Nice does not own his name?
He don't own his name. Go check it out. My boy's a trademark guy, man. And he told me, he said, listen, I'm going to show you. He said, you ain't going to believe this shit. I was like, what is it? He said, listen, D-Nice don't even own his name. I think Kid Capri or somebody, dude. One of them cats. Don't quote me, bro. But as far as D Nice not owning his name, that's facts. You can Google it.
Why is that? Why is
because
that?
Sometimes you can't get your name trademarked. It's a weird, something's like the trademark companies are real picky about how they trademark it. I think it's black, bro. I think it's a black racism is so rampant in all aspects
of America. And it's really because we really out here and we becoming more aware of what the fuck is going on. You understand what I'm saying? And now they trying to try every loophole. And I've been seeing it lately. They've been trying to try every loophole, every little nook and cranny to try to say no to you. But then we find every nook and cranny to say no, you're wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo,
uphill battle for us black folks, man. So
absolutely.
So what I'm saying, and a lot of times he had his name on marquees. You know, I met D. I got a picture.
Yeah,
I knew him back when he was killing it. You know, with the cross colors and the flat top and all. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's amazing that if you don't trademark your name and your brand and you care about it, somebody can just
okay, allegedly. Let's just say this. If Kid Capri did trademark D Nice's name, he's making money off of D Nice.
Basically, if you trademark somebody's brand, they don't own the name.
Right.
That's why Tina Turner back in the 80s fought so hard for Ike to give her the name.
Absolutely.
That's why it was more important. Everybody knew it from Tina Turner. She wasn't going to go back to anime.
Yeah, she wasn't going back to anime. That wasn't happening.
So it's the same concept in business wise, even in Vogue. You know, I got some beef with Maxine Jones from In Vogue. I cut 3 beautiful records on this sister, and she owes me hella bread. And I'm gonna say it again. I need my money, Max. Second of all, but In Vogue, Maxine used to own the name. Mm-hmm. Them girls, I think not Dawn, but Terry and the other one, Sene, them took it from her, bro. And now it was a big battle. That's why they can't get along for the 30-year anniversary and try to figure out how to make 60 grand. Listen, no disrespect, but them sisters could be making $60,000 a show if they could get along, but they can't get out.
Listen, I completely 100,000% agree with you, bro. I believe that they could be making hella bread. They wouldn't have to damn near work. They would just have to tour. That's it.
Exactly.
If they can get it together.
They all financially strapped because they the money that they still get royalty checks, I believe, but they can't make that. They're not making bread.
Right.
But they can't get along enough to just do the work, man. It's just what happens in groups. You get just the bitterness, the resentment, the negativity, and all the experiences, man. It just some people just ain't got it in them to think bigger than their emotions. You know, females we're talking about. Let's be real. You know, women are emotional. That's a known fact.
Yeah.
We know that women are getting their feelings a lot about a lot of things that most guys would find to be like not a big deal. It's just the dynamic of being men and women.
And crazy thing is they'll come back maybe 10, 15 years later and say, you know what, we shouldn't have did that day. You was right. We shouldn't have did. Like, come on now, y'all just missed 15 years of money.
Exactly. So,
and that's the thing. We don't want y'all to miss out on the money.
Yeah, but you want to hit records, but you can't pay for it because you ain't got no bread.
Facts.
Come on, man. I can go all day with this stuff, man. But yeah, that's what's up.
So with all of that, literally, because how have you transitioned so well? Because here's the thing, Saint. A lot of artists around your age have not transitioned well. Here's some who have though. Ron Isley. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Charlie Wilson. Charlie Wilson stay on everybody album.
Yes, he do.
That's probably one of my favorite R&B artists of all time. You understand what I'm saying? That man right there stays on everybody out.
I love me some Charlie Wilson. And Kim, don't forget
Yo, my mama, sidebar. My mama just went to go see him in Detroit at the what is that? The Aretha Franklin amphitheater, which was Shane Park. And she loved it.
Listen, the guy that's my boy that produces my production on my music.
Yes.
Some of it, but most of it. Ivan Johnson is his new music director.
Hey,
that's my boy. He produced.
Yes, sir.
Ivan is killing. Ivan basically took the job, man. He came in with just
you are connected, man. You are connected, and that goes into my question: how have you transitioned so well over 3 decades? Let the people know because it's especially Saint as a independent artist. We're not talking you going from Virgin to Atlantic to UMG to to Sony. We're not talking that, right? We're talking you staying independent, going through your grind, going through your path, and really transitioning through every genre and still staying relevant, right? Because in listening to your music now and in even repackaging your music, it's dope as fuck. We can't flaw. Here's the thing. Every artist spotlight that comes my way, I'm gonna send my music to my friends. My friends are always my honest judges. You feel me? They always gonna give me what's popping because they already know I'm an R&B head. So they already know what's good. They like, let me see what he talking about. Every last one of my friends, including my girlfriend, was like, yo, he dope as hell. He giving me that old school 90s vibe. You allow me to hustle to your music.
That's what's up.
Now, when I can hustle to your music, that's when I become a fan for real. You feel what I'm saying? Being gentle, I can hustle to that. You feel me?
Yes,
I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, this is some shit. I said this to my mom. I said, do you know him? Huh? Was you listening to him? She was like, maybe, I don't know. I was like, Mama, you're going to have to remember, bring it up in your mind. I know that was about 20, 30 years. Come on, hurry up. Like, hurry up. Come on. This was your time. The 90s was your era. Come on now. You feel me? So take me through that transition. How have you stayed relevant over these past 3 decades, man?
Man, real quick, I think more importantly, I stopped chasing mainstream fame, industry approval, and looking for a record deal. When you stop doing all of that and just focus on making good music, being true to yourself as an artist. Like right now, at my age, I'm not capitulating to somebody's expectation of how I'm supposed to act.
Absolutely.
I'll say what the hell I want to say.
Absolutely.
I have my opinions.
And you have the right. Yep.
Opinions don't ask me. It's that damn simple. But I'm not be on this certain platforms or this pedestal of expectations, then you can knock me off anytime I do anything that offends you.
Right.
As a fan, I call my people that follow me family. Because they're like you family, you R&B love
right.
R&B.
Absolutely.
We're family of R&B lovers. So that's how I treat. I don't like the word fan because to me the word fan is defined as fanatical. I don't want anybody fanatical about shit about my life because you're gonna get your feelings getting in my personal business.
Yeah, facts.
About the music. So that's my disclaimer. But that's how I believe I just let go of the notion of getting signed to a major. Being a star, because back in the 90s, everybody wanted to be a superstar artist.
Yep.
Just all you cared about, more so than even your people would spend more time trying to worry about being a star than they did about the craft and polishing the music up and making sure your product. See, I'm about money and business now, so the hell with the fame. I want the money and I want the music to get out, and that's it. If I don't focus on nothing else, and staying in a position where you're humble, man. Humility does not mean passiveness.
Yes.
See, people
talk about that.
Twisted. They think you got to be passive in order to be humble. Humble means that I'm not bigger than you, better than you, or think I'm better than you, and I'm not closed-minded to being able to work with you, rock with you, support you, or honor you as a black man or as anybody in this business. Humility means I do. Passiveness is when I let you walk over me and convince me that what you think is best for me, I follow your damn guidance.
Yes, sir.
That, bro. And you can get caught up. So those are the things that, and then taking a break occasionally. It's okay to walk away for a year or two to get your bearings. I mean, just to regroup. I mean, it's like,
I know probably telling any independent artist right now, I know they like walking away. What you mean walking?
I ain't say quit. I said walk away.
Right. Like, absolutely.
Question. Let's talk females. I mean, sometimes you got to give her a break, bro.
Right.
Physically, sexually, and emotionally. So you might have to hey, I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Right.
That's how I deal with it. You got to walk away from things to get a better perspective, and then you can walk. When you come back to it, you miss it, and that's like anything else. Sometimes you got to take a break, something to rekindle your love for, because we can get so consumed with it that we lose the desire from it and becomes work and tedious and annoying and anxiety over it. I mean, I don't do that over music no more, man. I'm not fighting. I mean, I don't get it twisted. I got beef with some people in the games right now. Just they playing games and think they can play that old school stuff with me. And I'm like, no, bro, handle your business. If you say you're gonna damn do it. If you sign a document, then own it. If you don't know how to follow through and tell somebody, hey, listen, I know we had a meeting today, but you know what? Something came up, bro. I'm gonna hit you. Can we reschedule? That's disrespectful to me. I don't give a damn who you are. You can be President Obama and I'll talk crap to you if you're disrespectful. This is the problem in the industry amongst Black folks is we don't honor each other as Black people, but we'll show up for the white boy. If a label call you Sony, somebody white from Sony say they want to meet with you, you be at that meeting on time. You're going to be there with your best suit on. You're going to be talking like real proper and stuff. But as soon as we have to do business with our kind, you know, it's no, bro. It's articulation, it's business, and it's respect.
Absolutely.
Just because I'm Black doing this don't mean you get to walk over me. And see, as an artist, people forget I'm a CEO. I got a master's degree in business. This ain't no game. You better
let them know, OG, goddammit. You let these motherfuckers know. No, talk your shit. Talk shit.
I pay my bills, man. And I just want people to understand that I ain't no different than nobody else out here, bro. We all trying to figure it out. This industry is don't give a damn about the urban artists or the Black artists, the music, Black music, R&B. They really don't give a damn about Black hip hop artists. They just listen. They just
take
care
that money.
About the fact that they're getting that money investment because these kids, white and Black and all races, are pouring millions and billions of dollars into the hip hop genre. And that's all they care about. I don't give a damn about the baby. They don't give a damn about Lil Uzi and Lil Bootsy and Bootsy Collins and shit. I don't know.
Oh shit! This nigga said Lil Bootsy Collins. I'm screaming, bro. I'm screaming. Getting into new artists. Who are some of your favorite new artists, new R&B artists? I don't want to go into the new artists, but R&B artists that you have worked with that are kind of newer to the scene, or maybe that some that you have heard. Who are some of the newer R&B artists of today that you are keeping your close ear to on the streets?
Close ear. Ella May kind of really did it for me with that Boot Up record. I was waiting.
Yo, man. For her. I'm waiting for a second album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, yo, come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you what I think happened to her. There's no reason why she ain't dropped something sooner. I think
Let me know. Give us an exclusive, bro. Come on.
Right. I think that whoever her label is, they playing shelf games because Ella was killing.
Yes, sir.
Let's say her dope. Don't get it twisted. Her got the instrumentation. She like a Prince, female Prince kind of vibe going on, and she's trying to go more into like Prince style of
absolutely. I see that. Yep.
She'll be popping no times. Absolutely. She's trying to stay R&B and keep it R&B because she's Black. I know
but she need to go. But you know what? We would allow her to do so because honestly, she stayed in the R&B realm for so long. I've been listening to her since like 2015, 2016, since she really started to come out. Once she started to get in this bag of really showcasing her instrumental talent, it's like, baby girl, go that Prince route. You understand what I'm saying? Get that money.
Yes.
You feel me?
Ella May was just like, ain't have a lot of auto-tune on her voice.
She was popping.
The Shot Clock record to me was creative. I love
that's
that.
That's one
of my favorite records by her.
Absolutely.
Shot Clock.
Absolutely.
And it's simple. I love the Boot Up record. Her whole album, that first album was killer. Pink Sweats. Is that his name?
Yeah, Pink Sweats. Love Pink Sweats. Yes, sir.
Daniel Caesar.
Daniel Caesar. Yep.
Hey, my pops is R&B. You might be interviewing my pops. I just produced a dope 3-6 on EP on him. Hold on, he's at the door. I don't mean to break.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me let him in. My bad. I meant to leave it open for him.